Good morning, beautiful people. A little while ago, I made a little movie about the people who are high in the Himalayas, sitting in their caves, doing a practice called Tonglen. And I'm actually convinced that because they do this practice, we are still alive and sort of kicking here on earth. Because what Tonglen is what they do is they take the suffering energy, the stress that we all create, and they take it in their heart, and like an alchemist, they give it back in the form of love. It's called transmutation. And so they are like, the air fresheners on earth, very important. But recently I also understood that there's another kind of people who are also very important when it comes to the survival of humankind, and that's the shamans. And when I when my spiritual journey started, that was in 1987. And 1987 happened to be what is now called the harmonic convergence. That was a time when a lot of energy was coming to the earth and the frequency of the earth rose. And because the frequency went up, a lot of us who were walking around on earth at that time felt that. And it was like a wake-up call for a lot of us. My life changed after that summer completely. I dropped everything I was doing and started looking inside and meditating. And I've been doing that ever since. I mean, I do a lot of other things. I still make music. I enjoy life. But that was really a starting point. And what I recently learned is that the shamans of South America and North America, but also in Europe and in Siberia, knew that this event was coming. And they helped to earth that energy in the earth grid. They helped to raise the frequency on earth by their rituals. They were aware of this event. And so it's very interesting now these days that when people are on a spiritual path, that's just a word, of course, but they start looking in, they not only look to India anymore, or to Thailand, or maybe to China or Japan. But now they also look to the West. They look towards South America, North America, and the shamanistic rituals, because people begin to understand that both are important. It's very important to catch the light, to open yourself, to become really silent and allow the rays of source to penetrate you. But it's equally important to celebrate our earthly life and to go deep into the earth and into the shadow. And only then can we find balance in ourselves. And I am very lucky to live with a woman who is a shaman and who did a lot of journeys into the dark. And she really helped me, and I'll show you this beautiful jaguar that was made by the shamans in Mexico. And look how beautiful it's done with all these beads. With honey, they pasted onto wood. And this is what animals look like when you use ayahuasca. They are multicolored, they are incredibly powerful, and they do all sorts of operations on you. And so what shamanism does is it brings you in the earth. It brings you back to the mother. And what is very important, I think, in this time that we are living in right now, the whole corona thing, is that not only do we need a lot of light, we need silence, we need that yogi power, but what we also need is to really look the dragon or the demon or whatever it is in the eye, to really dare to go into the darkness and to celebrate our humanity and to celebrate being on earth, to love our mothers and to make a lot of noise, to not just become silent and quiet and very peaceful, but to also, stand up for who we are and celebrate our humanity and make noise. And that is what I like so much about shamanism. It brings balance inside. So, my name is Tijn from Amsterdam, trying to find balance in my life and loving you very much. Thank you for listening, and see you tomorrow.